guys, welcome back to what I think is episode 6 or 7 of the survival series. You can see my bank account went down quite a bit. We did kind of get a steal on quite a few deals, actually. I got this Massey Ferguson setup for kind of steal, 6.5 thousand header with. I got this, I don't know what they're called, it's like a trailer with an auger. Got this for 2,000. I got this for 1.5. I found this little spreader that kind of caught my eye a little bit. That was like maybe 500 bucks. Uh, Little push mower, that was 500 bucks. Uh, New little addition. I sold the 90. This guy, 10 grand, and then the power washer, $1,000. So we spent some money, but then we didn't. And then I bought a bunch of seed and fertilizer and stuff like that. That's some of it. But what I'm excited today, because it's a brand new, very nice October 4th. And uh, you haven't seen it, but uh, I did have a field. I do have a field actually right next to right across from this field. And this isn't going to be our hay field anymore. So, well, because the field over there is actually smaller, which I want to slow down a little bit on the hay so I can concentrate more on my farm a little bit more. And I'm gonna turn this into regular crop and then that field into hay. Just more crop. Actually, no, it goes pretty fast. It's just got this weird tint to the cab. I don't really like it. Nice little cab. Fan. And then fire extinguisher on my back. Wow. And then all the stuff, like all the belts and chains on the header are exposed. Here is our soybeans. Okay, let's check this guy out. Okay, we actually have it. Okay, I haven't touched it. I think it was my pH was good. No, my pH was bad, and my nitrogen is actually okay. My expected yield is 112%. That's good. And then my yield potential is 125%. Well, I don't really trust. I did put a yield monitor in this, which is nice, but let's see if we're. Let's see. And I did put steering assist on it. Okay, let's roll on the steering assist. It's shaky. I would like the steering assist. There. So, steering assist, please. Ooh, 3 headlamps. What the heck? Well, that's weird. Uh, okay. Just didn't like me. Okay. Now I told you how this thing is acting up to me already. Wow. On the dot, we have 118 on the yield monitor right now. Not bad for an untouched field. Well, right off the bat, I may can bank off this field because technically, I bought this field planted, so I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is spending the money of using my tractors and diesel and my equipment. So it's a pretty good deal. Sometimes this thing really does not want to start. The only reason I got it to start, uh, the start of our video, was because I had it running for a long time before that. Well, that's the only reason. Sometimes I want to start and it doesn't. Yeah, 118 yield bonus. I mean, yield percentage. That's not bad. 120. If you're asking where I'm talking about, just right up in your left hand corner, right on the top. There's that uh, little control panel thing, and that's gonna show your yield percentage. And then it just says 98% for now. Okay. Dang, we might have a full tank after Headlands. Not bad. I'll take that any day. And soybean is a very profitable crop. Actually, the most profitable crop in farming sim, besides like potatoes and all those root crops that are a pain in the butt to do. But yeah, and we're probably not going to yield the best on these enduros right here, on these headlands, because these are really like critters and all of our unwanted animals we're biting. Possibly. We don't know. Deer, all that. Yeah, just tracking through and destroying things. Okay. Let's see here. Holy, that's one patchy spot. Very patchy spot, actually. I only hate how I can only go 5 miles per hour. Yeah. Let's take this corner. Okay. Well, really patchy up here, too. Tree. Okay. Back in business. And I forgot to grab the tractor. Funny part is, my 3650 on the uh I don't know how to say it, the wagon auger thingy is a Massey Ferguson too. Ah, that's a coincidence. Probably once I get to this end where I started, probably gonna empty it. So I'm not gonna make it far from there. Holy, 118%. That's not bad. Yeah, probably should be around 80% by the time I get to this end. Around 82, maybe 81. No, we're not 82. Oh, 82. Oh, 83. Even better. Okay. Shut her down. I got that pipe. Okay. Let's get to 3650. Start her up. You need some gas. You need some gas. At least I gave everything a wash. So, let's clean them. Yeah, I love clean cabs. It gets kind of annoying. And the reason I had the money to, I did a little contract. I think it made me like 10 grand around there. And that's how I got the money to buy all that fertilizer and stuff. To give me a little pocket change. Holy, why are we bouncing so bad? Really rough. Look at us bounce. Okay, let's get her full. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. No one saw that. Oh, I cannot drive today. Oh my god, soybeans coming in. Oh, something I should have thought about. It's a silo. Stupid. Because what are the good selling prices? That's a question. Ooh, it's so lucky here. Uh, what new prices? Oh, perfect. We're in the worst part of the season, just like everything. And with a good crop like this, I can wait to sell for 3.3711, 3711, and then we're at 1.837. Yeah, uh, that's an ugly number. How much can I want to yell at myself? I might sell one load of this, and then keep the rest as keep as much as I can. Like just at least sell one, sell the first load, so we can make a little bit of cash, so we can get that little teeny tiny little silo. Here, let's see how much we're worth. I don't like the looks of this. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. Yeah, I don't even want to think about his number. 63. I thought there was a cheap one. Is there any like little? I might see if this guy works. This little guy. 16 grand. Oh, it's products. I don't think so. Yeah, because it says this item can be filled with different products. I went different crops. Because I can possibly fill like liquids, like water or something, whatever you could think of. Oh, I'm already finding rust on this cab. Look at that corner right there. Ugh. There's our little hopper. Where the heck is the green tank? Oh, I am a green tank. It's right there. That's why it's so tiny. And my speedometer is like on my steering wheel. Oh no, that's like every other combine. Old combine. It's like 15 controls on this combine. That's weird. Very simple. Yeah, but I'm lucky I found that good option. And he gave me a good bonus for, well, he gave me a good deal for buying a bunch of stuff. And it was a good deal. I wish they sold bins or something. I want to find a good deal on bins. I might look around for mods, like a little guy. Something tiny. Well, something you guys would call tiny, big size formers, but something I would call huge for my operation. But for a starter combine, this Massey is not bad, actually. I wanted like an old John Deere 660 Turbo. Those little guys, it's all, well, bigger than this. No, around the same size. But knowing me, I like to stay around the John Deere side, but sometimes you can't. Because the combine I want to go after this is I think it's a New Holland TX72, which is way bigger than this, but still pretty small. That's 72K. I think 72 or 62, somewhere around there. Way out of my budget. Way out of my budget. So I think we're gonna stick with this for quite a few harvests. I kinda like it, but I kinda hate it. Like this hopper on it is unbelievably tiny. I got a bigger one on it. Well, this is the biggest because it came with the biggest one. Rating it says. A lot of thunder. In real life, not bad. Really dusty. Look at that soybean just fly out. That's just like when it goes through the combine, it takes the grain and then it throws all like the stock, the all the stock and stuff, and then it leaves this. Oh yeah, and I forgot I bought a planter too. I forgot that was in the big red shed. I forgot I had that. I got that thing dirt cheap. Something I can do down the road is take it to the customization shop and I can put a special fitting on it so I can buy another one of those planters and I can hook them together and then I can get double the application rate or double my working width. It's actually kind of genius, but not because they're kind of overlaying a little bit. I don't know how they don't prevent overseed because then you're gonna have a row with then you're gonna have like a couple rows with like two seeds in them, which we don't want because that's overseeding. Okay, let's get her full once more. Okay, and then I think we're gonna finish this headland, and then okay, just turn around, shut her down, lift my header back up, and then back about, and then repeat. The reason I got rid of the John Deere 90, I know I kind of liked it, but this Bobcat, it's a nice little addition. It wouldn't, when I was pull that bagger on the John Deere 455, uh, it's got a huge bagger because I got the unrealistic one. And, how full are we? 43%. Um, it holds, it holds a lot. And when you, uh, well, I dump a huge pile out, and then you have to use a skid loader and then load it all up. It's very tedious, but I made like $5 grand off all of that, which is kind of nice. That made paid for my a little bit of my auction haul. I still can't believe those prices. Wow, just seems like it always bugs me. Well, it's real life. It's like the prices aren't usually going to be the highest because, well, it's right after harvest. But I might have to take it in. I'm probably going to take one or two, maybe two loads. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig into some mods for silos because I never really do. I never really get into like building mods, like a shed or something like that. I never really got into that stuff, but I might get a silo, something tiny, or well, something cheap. I want at least in the 15 grand budget. I know I don't have the money, but we will soon, hopefully. I kind of regret buying this combine a little bit. At least I got it from the auction service. And at least they told me all that the guy did to it too. Oh, cutter blade sharp. That's nice. There's one big tram line. That's called a tram line right there. So, like when you spread fertilizer and stuff, it goes through that tram line. Because it's going to destroy your crop. But then on the other side, it's giving you a benefit for a better yield bonus. Looking at this map, we're not, we're knocking it out pretty fast. What the? Why did I just shut it off? Okay. What patch there? This field is really patchy. Kind of goofy looking at this combine because there's a giant fuel tank on the back. But on the other side, my fuel doesn't go down that fast. Because you've already put 0.5 hours on it. And just a tad bit of fuel used. Is this a diesel or a gasser? It's a diesel. Okay. Because some of these were gassers. I'm excited to get some rows done. I'm tired of doing headlights. Because one loop around the field, you're done. And then just empty, 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 empty. Just keep plugging away. There's like no insulation in this cab besides the back of me. Like sound insulation. It's like loud in here. Oh shoot. Okay, let's get you emptying. $50, $57, $58, 60% in the Massey Ferguson trailer. And we have almost 8,000 liters in there. 7,990. Need 10 liters. Well, I have more where that came from, so at least that's that. I might go down the middle and go, there's 1 liter. Or do I go in the middle? I guess I'm just gonna go here. Yeah, I like this. I kind of like this combo a little bit. Yeah, but I think that's gonna call it for today's episode. Thank you for joining me. Field tested. Please like and subscribe if you like more content like this. And if you would like me to change anything, please comment. Like, holy, that scared me. Thunder. If you'd like me to change any tractors, not the combine, I don't got that money. Any tractors, setups, hang setup, anything to change, you can go over to the comment section and type her in. And I'll think about it. Not a guarantee, but okay. Not the sidetracking. Guess it's gonna call for today's video. Thank you for taking your time for today and watching an episode of Field Tested. Bye.